Hello there, and welcome to my second match of the Allies Mixed Tournament here against cruiskeen. Played Akuchi last night. Not last night, 2 nights ago. Okay, so this is perhaps unfortunately, well, it's not as bad. I was going to say it's reminiscent of my first game against Aku, which took 90 minutes. Though it has a little bit more in the way of villages, which should help, and a little bit more in the way. Well, there was plenty of draw on that other board. It was just there's at least 2 piles of villages here, so that's quite nice. I don't know if there's any lich tricks. I mean, I guess you can catapult them to give curse, but that's not that super appealing. There are a few different openings here though, because of March. You could open, and I have the 3/4, so I could open catapult and attack. Though it probably doesn't do anything to cruiskeen. I mean, the only thing it would do to cruiskeen to attack is to maybe deny them the ability to do a march themselves. And then the other thing is to importer, I guess. Which could potentially be pretty good. But kind of want to get started on the trashing, I guess, either way. I don't know if we take student anytime soon. I'm not super worried about. I guess that gives curses right away due to importer. Yeah, okay. That does change that calculation a little bit. For sure. And in fact, it may be. This is very interesting because you maybe do a student plan, trash copper. You get to give out 2 curses quite quickly. I don't know. This could be wrong. I really don't like the town. I think I will rotate. I'm not convinced that that is correct necessarily. Or I'm not certain in any way that that's correct. But it seemed pretty alright. Guess we'll just still leave the conjurers here for now. If they're not gonna buy trashers, they're gonna have a bad time here, frankly. I think we'll get a catapult and battle plan. I think Vagrant has got to be wrong. Like, he's just taking encampment. Vagrant's not doing anything. I mean, not particularly. Oh, I don't like the contract that much. Let's just trash an estate. Well, this is a little unfortunate, but I think I will rotate these. I won't rotate those. Probably buy a conjurer here. It would be, I mean, I don't know. They just know trashing is just going to be really tough, in my opinion. Opinion. I probably will go ahead and play the Conjurer here. Okay, they get a second Conjurer. I think what we want to do here. Let's do it like this. Yeah, let's move Sorcerer. And just keep throwing back encampments and eventually regain them. I do have a highwayman, that's nice. Okay, now they get a catapult. Okay. Still need an archer myself. I don't know. Oh, this is not particularly a choice. Arch doesn't give by, does it? Okay, so archer, yeah, that wouldn't matter. I could get an importer, but like, I don't think that's a play. I get a second archer, which I think is probably pretty bad. Okay, this is not super great. We probably go for an attack over 2 conjurers. Maybe we do 2 conjurers. Okay, we don't need to play. I don't need to play around Warlord necessarily just yet. Well, we don't really need to play. I mean, you don't have to ever play around it until you actually have to play around it. They just have too much stuff. They just have way too much stuff. Like, this is not, I don't know, just sort of a messed up deck at this point. Is there anything nice to put in? Just put an encampment in before the shuffle. Probably is fine. I haven't thought about the rotating of the castles too hard. That may be a thing we want to do at some point. Okay. Just do this. Do we want to get an importer now? And buy plunder. I guess that doesn't quite work. Well, not playing any. I mean, assuming we keep one encampment. I think we probably want to keep one encampment. We could get a silver and trash it. I'm not sure this was it necessarily, but well, definitely the highwayman. Do you think it would have been? I assume they kept a village. I'm assuming that's what they. Yeah, I assume it was a town. Is what they held back. But I'm not at this point very interested in having Warlord come out. Myself, but it'll be fine if it does. Guess we'll do it like this. It's a little sad, but probably be okay. We could have, we could flip the rocks. I think we'll wait until we're like. I also forgot we could have flipped those at some point. I'm not probably. I'm probably missing a few things with the. This isn't great. Let's take... this is actually pretty annoying. My student's about done its job, but let's take an encampment. Plan an archer. I wanted, obviously this wasn't, okay. Alright. Maybe that was not the play. I wonder if there's a nice... I don't think there's anything in the discard that really moves the needle. They just still have like a lot of their starting coppers, all of their estates. I guess all three of the curses. Symbol Castle is not really that good here. Yeah, it's fine, but I'm gonna rotate anything? I don't think so. We went by. We'll draw a little more. Okay. So here we could get another encampment. This is like gain silver. Student again. Curse. Archer. This time we'll buy a highwayman. Could have done importer instead of this. I kind of like this. I kind of like doing the attacking. In this instance. We'll probably just lose this student the next turn. This, I don't know. It could have just been another plunder, but I do like getting a highwayman. And maybe doing the silver attack wasn't as valuable as just getting an importer and playing an importer. I could believe that. That wouldn't surprise me. They're just not really giving themselves a shot with the lack of trashing. Okay, so we lost a couple of those. That's not too surprising. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I don't know that it's correct, but it's fun, so. Should we get an importer? I mean, mostly what we would be importing would be like encampments or plunders, I guess. Which would be okay-ish. Didn't get to use any buy this time, but that's fine. I don't think Archer hurts me much. I think town is like probably the wrong discard from that hand, I would say, but okay. I guess we go ahead and get the other highwayman. We could get a contract as well. I'm not sure which is more robust. I mean, if I mean honestly, it's not super important. These are both plunders. This was maybe done slightly wrong. Not sure. We have a lot of play orders. Well, there's like play order stuff that I can improve, but it just doesn't matter, frankly. Second highwayman is probably the least useful. Probably not super useful. I don't really like giving them. I don't really mind them playing those things. I don't like giving them villagey stuff here. I'm just taking the plunders. They feel like a pretty, I don't know, robust way of just kind of extending the lead while we empty the piles a little bit. I don't think it's like huge deal or anything. Should we get another rocks? I'm just loving the rocks, you know. We could get small castle. That could be fun. I'm not gonna mess around with it. Okay. I just won't play the. the province. I mean, none of it mattered. Not like wasn't changing the pile outs. Maybe there was a way for me to pile out that turn. That I didn't look for. I could believe it because I could have played more buy, a lot more buy. With I mean, playing the Highwayman, of course, did nothing. I mean, if I pile out, it did nothing anyway. So I can totally believe that. Is it in hand? It's just $8 or $10. Yeah, it's in hand. Okay. I probably could have done something like that the previous turn. I didn't stop and look. Yeah, I mean, they're just not going to get anywhere without trashing. And also, it's like, you went first, I did. I didn't get anywhere without trashing, and then they also were over terminal even for having a pretty big deck. So clashes again. There's some things you can do here to generate quite a bit of actions. I don't know. I don't know if they'll end up being worth it. We didn't have Lich. Lich on this board would make Broker quite nice. I don't know if I open Lurker or just Bob will modify. I don't even know if I open Bob. I mean, it could just be straight modify. I do think I think I would like to open modify, but on the 3-4, I think you blow your favor. I don't think I'm gonna do it on the 5-2. I think I'd like to buy a 5. But I think on those, I think you run it. Though I might have tossed more. Okay, they can open Broker, which is probably pretty good. Draw here is a little bit like there's some Lurker Broker stuff you can do, but it's not like, let's say you're doing a 5 action. I mean, in theory, it could be a 6 action. Like a pair of those 4 cards. You could get like +6 cards, +6 actions, which would be okay. You'd have to, of course, actually it's more cards than that, right? It's 6 cards. Yeah, so it's like you could generate some action, and it's 2 action. Yeah, you'd net 4 actions, I guess. No draw. Might be worth doing here. It might be. It'll be kind of tough though. We got a thunderstorm going, which is actually, I don't know. I think it's a pretty pleasing ambiance to play Dominion under, but I think it is anyway. If they buy a Lurker, so I probably don't. Well, we're just gonna toss everything here for sure. We could get a second Lurker. What did we toss? So there's a little bit of a. We probably do the +1 card, but there is a potentially kind of sad draw here. I do think I like getting a battle plan here. Obviously, it's gonna cantrip for quite some time for me, but okay, fine. They can modify. That's nice. Can't really put Slurker is basically just here as threat at the moment, not doing anything. Okay. My lurker is, maybe it forced them to buy a lurker and then is making it hard for them to play a lurker. But other than that, it's been a little questionable. I'm not sure on the Marauder, other than just like I have all these battle plans, so it feels okay-ish. I might take. I don't know if I take Mountain Village or Archer here. There's like some risk of Archer just like disappearing. And there's not really a risk of Mountain Village disappearing. So kind of like that. I get a second lurker, which seems good. Now the play order, of course, putting Mountain Village in the deck would have been probably a little more appealing. We'll have to think. This was maybe a little bit of a misplay here. So we probably need to get the village. Yeah, this is in some ways pretty bad. So the last two cards are battle plans, I think. We could just trash. We can just skip the Marauder play, which seems, I don't know. There was like okay, not necessarily good, but like okay odds of hitting a Marauder or Archer here. So there's something. I think we rotate. This of course is not particularly good, but it is, as they say, it is what it is. That was a nice top deck bobble thing from them. I'm gonna save back the modify. I guess I can save the Mountain Village, right? I get a Nobles out here, which is really nice. I don't know that I'm ahead on trashing or anything here. Particularly, I might be a little bit ahead on trashing, but I'm not sure that's even true. Ooh, they get to draw the Nobles. That's really good. That's really good. Wow, they drew deck. Okay, never mind. I'm just losing here right now. I guess that being said, there's still some play for me. The Mountain Village Marauder interaction is kind of interesting. They're clean. They can win from this position. Certainly. I don't know if they will. I'm not sure Lurker is the play to do it, but Maybe. I mean, you get 2 lurkers and just slam the nobles. I lost. Is my internet dead? I don't think so. Okay. I got the warning. Possibly lost connection with the game server thingy. So anyway, I mean, cruiskeen is definitely ahead here. I mean, it depends a little bit on how good their turn is here, but not hugely. Can just try to draw here. There's not like super great odds of making it, but do we want to put up the warlords? I don't think we'll have 5 here, will we? We can put it on territory. I guess we would have had 5 here, but I'm afraid with the lurker stuff that they can just win that out really easily. I'm not sure I played that correctly, but I still have a huge problem of not being trashed. I mean, if they have a parallel, I mean, I still do this. I'm pretty sure we still trash the lurker. They have so many lurkers, I think it would be crazy not to do that on the off chance that they had a lurker. Do we get another modify? I mean, I need the thinning. I don't know if I can make great use of it or not, but if they archer us, we'll have to save Marauder. I was a broker. Well, obviously in this instance, I would have rather given them the... They can top deck a mountain village, yeah. That seems pretty good. How many do we need to we can again just maybe kind of dodge the warlord, and that's probably in our favor. It's not totally clear. I wonder if Rune Market is good. What did I give them last time? Library. Where are the lurkers? Okay, well that was not exactly what I want here, but we'll just buy nobles. Okay, we know they saved Mountain Village. Okay, what did they have in the last hand? You know they saved Mountain Village, so their only run here would be to pick up Broker and trash Archer. Which they could do. I'm saying if we discard Modify. Because And then the other I mean, I feel like we force them to do that. I mean, they're gonna get alert. They can get a nobles out of it. But otherwise, they get to see 2 cards. They still get to do the lurk. I mean, I could toss a lurker, I guess, or the archer. Just a question of what the modified draws. Having them be forced to trust. I'm not confident of that, like at all. We need to get nobles here, though. So they're just taking on nobles, which I think is fine. Obviously here I mean, if my turn is good enough here, I'll be okay. I'll be back in it. If it's not, then I'll be in trouble. And it is not at all. It's actually really bad. That's cool. That is great. Okay, so they're going to draw deck here pretty easily. They'll be able to gain a couple more nobles. They don't have a lot of money. I guess that is one thing I do kind of have going for me. I've given them a couple ruins in the meantime. I mean, if they can fail to draw deck, we can probably, not here obviously, but I mean like in the future. And I guess if they take a lot of I mean, Warlord does hurt the lurker stuff they have going, the double lurker. Or the quad lurker, I mean. Maybe we can make this work. Because if we get a Warlord then and play it, maybe we can make this work. I mean, it wouldn't be great to only have like 2 nobles, but if we gain and play the Warlord, then this might be okay. They buy a territory. I think that's probably wrong. I'm not really seeing that helps you all that much, but I guess I'm gonna go for it. Maybe I should have left one of the mountain villages. How many cards? Well, I can rotate it away again if it doesn't work. I should have left one of the mountain villages. That was a mess up. Because I could have had a mountain village in here. Now I don't know if I even have enough cards to make this work, even if I... Yeah, okay. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I should have left a mountain. I could have not I mean, I could have given myself a lot more outs here. Yeah, that was pretty stupid. Well, now we just have to really hope they have quite a bad hand. We got battle plan and what down in here? It's just another copper. This is pretty okay. Well, maybe they just have a bad hand here. Oh, did I not? I just clicked too fast. Nah, it's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's like just the worst thing anyone's ever done in Dominion, but at some point you just... I won't ask for that undo, but... Okay, so... That's really, really bad, actually. Is there any way to get... I can at least play it, but... Man, I'm so stupid. I am just so unbelievably stupid. I guess I could modify something and lurker it and still gain and play it all, I think. We can modify an archer into a nobles. Lurker the nobles, gain and play it all. Can we do it with getting a... Let me think. Can we do it while playing the Marauder? And drawing the thingy? If I lose off that, I'm gonna break my own brain. I'm gonna break my head. That is so depressing. Because I think I was pretty close to like getting a just... I mean, I could have rotated them away, of course. I could have picked one up, rotated away. I could have gotten 4 of them eventually. Man, that... Oh, gosh. Okay, let's think. So we can do... If we do... Modify archer into nobles, draw the nobles, plus actions, lurker the archer back, plus cards, or play the marauder plus cards. We still have one for the warlord and the archer. That would give us, we would be playing, we'd go up to 4 actions and we'd need to play 1, 2, 3, 4 terminals. I think it works. We just need to do it in the right order. It's very sad. I'm not 100% sure it works. But whatever. That's unfortunate. Our thing now is that we're... Man, why did I give them a warlord? I guess I should have given them a mountain village. I don't know. We're getting a little close to a 3 pile. Well, this is like a non-turn, basically. Or close enough to it. I can prevent... There's always this funny thing with warlords where you can you can, I guess for me I might as well just flip it. I have a different way of controlling access to the other one. I mean, he can get to it, but it's like a huge amount of effort. I don't really expect it to be worthwhile for cruiskeen. I should just try to like province. Well, I guess I can territory. They're worth like as much. Not at the moment, but at least in theory. Well, that's, I guess, in the moment matters to some degree. Because we can't play. But we won't be under attack the next turn. We are pretty low on actions. We do have a few. I guess there are some options here, but do we take the mill? We can buy. We'll have $5, just not super good. But so we either take like a treasury. I was thinking of playing modify, but it doesn't actually matter unless we wanted to straight up get rid of something. We can just gain whatever. I mean, I guess it lets me gain. It would let me gain a territory, which is not nothing. And do buy mill. How likely are we to see piles run? Not likely. Okay, so let's do this. They still have 3 ruins in their deck, so we are junking them up a little bit. They took so many lurkers. They had me dead to rights, but they took so many lurkers. We just give them the nobles, right? Because they're gonna be warlorded. Those become a little bit of a contingency. Though maybe they can broker them. That's the other thing I should look at as a broker. I'm not sure. This could be wrong. That could be a wrong toss. For sure. This should either be broker or just mill. I kind of like the mill at this stage. The broker is a little more valuable on the turns where I'm being warlord attacked. Battle plan may have been a bad discard, but Man, why did I do that thing with the... This is really nice, though. They have to do this off the rip. Off rip, this is, like, terrible. I mean, they can broker them, but then you're using your lurkers for that and not for gaining. And so I like that. I like them having to do that. It bodes well for me. They still can't get around to it. I mean, I guess they can do it and buy it. I don't know if they have $5. They don't have their thing. They're gonna get another ruin. We should be good here. The modify is fine, but they may not even get around to playing the warlord the next turn. I can probably finish the territories here. That's a question. I don't know, can I pile? If I gain lurkers. How many gains do I have right now? 5 gains, 2 can be chained, so it doesn't quite work. Does not quite work. Do we get... We can get a gold out of the golds are probably pretty good. I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to draw everything. Wait, there's still another... It's a warlord and battle plan left. Let's just play the mill. So let's think. I mean, it's not all gonna work. I mean, not purely. We can do a little bit of it, but it's not gonna all... We're not gonna have the actions for it. Which is fine. That's not a huge deal. We can go Marauder, or we can go Archer into gold, regain it. I guess we can check and see if the thing is on top. And if that might change stuff a little bit, but so what are we looking at now? Or we probably can't play both the modifies usefully, to be perfectly honest. Well, maybe. What if we do... It's too many. We don't really want... The gold is kind of gets in the way a little bit. Frankly. I mean, we can still gain 2 things out of it. We just wouldn't be emptying the territories is all. Which is actually okay too. So we go, we'll just buy a territory. We go, what would be the play? We'll do a lurker into a mill. I guess this doesn't quite give us enough money. Well, it does if we don't play the Marauder. We could do that. I don't know that this was right, but it kind of feels okay-ish. Doesn't feel bad in any case. Let's deny broker. Maybe you should have. Well, there are different things. I can do like a miniature version of this on the turns where I get warlorded. Did they not have a mountain? If they had a mountain village in hand, that was like probably really bad. I guess they just didn't have one. Then it's probably reasonable. I don't think the territory helps too much there for them. I mean, I guess nothing really helps that much. Okay, so now I have a points lead and I have 7 gains, so I should be able to win. We'd have to remodel, we have to modify into 2 lurkers. Play all the lurkers and buy lurker. We don't even have to play all of them. These are all actions now, right? Okay, so we actually have a loose gain. We haven't found an attack yet, but and then this doesn't matter. I mean, we do have to be able to draw this stuff, I guess, is the other aspect of it, but and then have the actions. This should work, right? One, two, three, four, five. So we got a chain too. So we go. Marker. Marker, mill, Douglas card, mill. Okay. Well, I was quite fortunate to have won that one because, at least in the sense that I made a really big play, and also they were just in a pretty much a 1 position. But I think they had a couple bad draw, like really bad draws after they got ahead there, but they also kind of messed up the deck composition. No clashes here. In fact, no split piles at all. This one shouldn't take too long with swamp and carpenter and stuff. I don't know what you open. I don't know if they're here anymore. Or if they disappeared. They didn't say anything in chat. I don't know if it's a client thing messing up or... There it goes. I don't know what you open here. There are a few different things you can try. Like you can Sentinel and then ferry one of the decent 5s. Or you can ferry one of the decent 5s and buy a Carpenter. I wouldn't, I mean, I'm going to open Sentinel. That's, I mean, I'm gonna do that. You could also transport something. But none of that seems all that good. I think I'm going to go Sentinel, Fairy, Minion. I don't love the Carpenter opening. I like getting a Carpenter, but I don't love the doing a Carpenter opening. We did have a little bit of a Sentinel. I don't know that it's sad yet. Oh, I don't really love that. But okay. I do need to hit 4 at some point. And also take a swap. Or so I can either attack here. Let's attack. I mean, let's try and cycle and find something. Okay, very good. We do need to get either a swap or a Carpenter soon. The wild hunts are fine, but they're gonna be slow compared to what I can do here. And if they don't trash, I'll get a Marauder and just destroy them. I mean, the problem's always going to be if you buy this Sentinel on turn 5, you just may only play it 3 times the rest of the game, like between the attacks and stuff. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty hard. I think we go ahead and we'll try and get a 1 town here. So now their deck has like 4 terminals, 5 terminals. I guess Carpenter. Oh, is Carpenter not terminal? I never remember how Carpenter actually works. I didn't have to wait so long on the, or I didn't. I could have gained and played there. I think that was really stupid actually. I never remember that Carpenter has like this little bonus. And then it does the remodel thing. So what are we gonna do here? Just like get another Carpenter and then swap, buy a swap. I'll have to figure out a way to score points. That's about it, though. You can maybe do like treasure remodel golds or something. I don't know. That probably is actually wrong to do full money there. There's probably some gaining we can get out of this that's a little better, but okay. So we just do a couple minions. Get another swap. We may at some point, I may just swap or steal the points away if they just play another wild hunt without taking VP. I may just gain a wild hunt and take the points and then get rid of everything. I do need to have some way to get the points, but it's not a huge rush on it. Play Sentinel. What we should do here, let's do this. This may not work out exactly the way I want it to, but alright, I can't gain and play a wild hunt. That's okay. We can still, oh yeah, I can. I have swaps. Okay. So not that, I mean, we don't want to open up a 3 pile. We probably aren't super at risk of that, to be perfectly honest. Okay. I would like to get it just like that just makes me feel better. I don't think it's like probably necessary at all, but it makes me feel a little safer anyway. Did I lose the Sentinel? I can get it back as whatever. I kind of want to preserve the plus action Carpenters for a little bit longer. All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this has kind of been a recurring thing with the games. You can't You can't delay the trashing like that. I mean, there were other issues, but and I had good shuffles also, so it all got accelerated. But yeah, Island Folk, is that the extra turn or the draw? Yeah, extra 3. You can probably make that work quite a bit here. They open, I guess, on a 5-2, you just take the lurker. I'm almost willing to just go Silver Sauna here. Even though I think it's probably not incredible. I think silver in any case. I mean, you could do transport stuff, but what would we be transporting into? Like Guildmaster or Galleria? I guess, but I think I would have taken... I'm not sure. I'm pretty willing to just buy saunas. It's not great, but I'm relatively willing to do it. This will be a single trash, just whatever we draw and buy Vanto. This may be a lurker. I kind of want to get a lurker, just put a little fear in them. You don't necessarily like them to just have no fear about it. They do have a silver, okay. I'm not sure that I'm ahead in any sense. There's some kind of funny stuff you can do here with lurker if they have $5. I guess it wouldn't be really safe. Where are we? It's like trading a trash for a top. I don't think we can pull this stuff out of the shuffle. I guess it wasn't a huge shuffle. I'm not sure. It was potentially some other trashing to get to do, but I would have been nervous about doing it, or I was nervous about doing it. Maybe I shouldn't have been, but should be okay now. This will be a Galleria for me, and then we should be in pretty good shape. There's nothing in the trash. We should count money, I guess, because we want to be able to go Royal Galley Guildmaster. We should count. Actually, we want to go Lurker Royal Galley. So we want to have $11. We're going to add... That may be a little greedy, though, also. We could not trash here. And if we draw, then we get to do a bigger turn. We could also just kill the Lurker. Which doesn't seem crazy either. We play a little greedy here. Or then we're not trashing again. So it's a little questionable. Yeah, it probably doesn't. We probably don't do it, to be honest. I'm not sure what the courier is doing in this deck. I don't know when they got it also, so maybe it was fine, but we are going to have a bit of a pile thing going. They're not in a bad spot, I wouldn't say at all. I mean, they Royal Galley to courier. I don't know if they had other options there, or if that was just kind of what they had to do. I dislike that. But they didn't draw their silver. Ooh, I don't... Yeah, I'm not a fan of this particular sequence. I should have trashed last time. This is not going to be... I mean, this is fine. I'm still in a good spot, but it's like not a... Actually, maybe we go double Royal Galley Lurker. We can also go with Vagrant. Yeah, there were some things that we probably could have done better here. Or it would have been double Royal Galley Lurker, I guess. Oh, you don't get buy off twos. I forgot about that. Well, I could have just gotten the Guildmaster then. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, again, they're going to be way behind on trashing. I should have... Yeah, I didn't quite play this all correct. It will be fine. They're just adding 1,000,000 silvers, so it doesn't especially matter, but... I guess I could have done the Lurkers first here, right? Well, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have. Okay. Are we prepared to like give them a coven or something, or start doing coven? It's not crazy. It maybe should just be a second guild master though. We need to keep an eye on the Royal Galley stuff, or the Royal Galley lurker piles, but otherwise we're fine. Oh, did I forget to trash? I forgot to trash. I did not spend all this money. Or did I? Maybe I spent all this money. I did spend all that money. I still probably should have trashed. I don't know. This is okay. This is alright. When did they get a coven? Oh, just now? Yeah, that's okay. It's whatever. Okay. I guess my Avantos are just hiding. Okay. Well. That is unfortunate, but we'll just persevere all the same. It's funny, the first two coven plays are, the first coven plays points for your opponent, and the second one is just break even. You have to play it 3 times before you've done something, you've really attacked them. And so it's not that appealing, actually, now that I think about it a little more. I'm gonna get the extra turn here, and I'll probably pile out on it or get close to it. We'll have to see what we Royal Galley out. We do need to score. I mean, there's a big gap in the points right now. I'm not actually sure why it's quite so big. I guess they have a courier. Is that like it? The reason the thing is so big? Okay. Are we just gonna Royal Galley a bunch of lurkers? This is kind of funny. So we should, I guess we should either think about, can we pile out right now? Or you're gonna get one more terminal. Yeah, this wasn't life-changing as far as turns go, to be honest. I don't know, can we pile out? Should we try to pile out? What do they have that is like, they have an estate, I guess? That's 3 points. They have 2 estates. I forgot to trash again. Man. So we probably should take a Royal Galley. We could take a province. We will island folk. We may not go anywhere. Okay. Never mind. We are going to go somewhere. Yeah, we'll chain this. We care about action. We don't really care about plus action here. We'd be better off just getting this down. Okay, so we have 2 buys. You can go fairgrounds. We'll trash 1 copper and go for province fairgrounds. And we get 2 turns on our turn, so unless they can win on 1 turn, which I don't think is really possible, we should be able to win on our turn. I don't know what the easiest or best way to do it is. I'm not even sure it's like super possible, but probably with multiple galleries it is. We didn't find... Well, we're not out of the woods yet. Or we're not... we're out of the woods, but we're not necessarily at a point where we can super safely play whatever, I guess. I don't know that we're getting to a 3 pile. That seems pretty hard. We could transport some stuff, maybe. So we get... That was not good order for getting actions, but I don't care a huge amount about getting actions, I guess. Okay, so this was not great play order. I will admit. I will admit as much. We don't really need either of these things necessarily, but what did we Royal Galley? Sana and Avanto. So we just have to play the 2 covens. We can trash the copper. If we just go... Yeah, it'll just work regardless pretty much. Alright. Yeah, I think I wasn't guaranteed, but it was very close. I could trash copper and the 2 guild halls and then just go for the pile out. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. One more game in the group phase, or one more match in the group phase of Allies Mix, but we have okay chances of making it out into the top bracket. I will catch you all later, but thank you for watching.